Hi guys and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. I am Farhad. If you're new to this channel then please smash that subscribe button now. And I was on a 2 day break, I had my New Year, Parsi New Year, which I had to celebrate. So the time leading up to the New Year also was a little busy for me. And so I wasn't regular in making videos, so sorry for that. But I'm back for my Digi family and thank you for 650 subscribers. And I can just can't thank you enough for our family to grow. So let's make it to 700 next. Next target is 700. And it has been an interesting weekend, a weekend where Lal Singh Chadda and Raksha Bandhan, the two big releases in the Hindi market, which have tanked, unfortunately. But there's another film, a Telugu film that was giving a run for their money, and the shows started to increase all of a sudden. The buzz started to generate in the Hindi belt. And the film that I am going to be discussing today is exactly that. It is Karthikeya 2, which is a Telugu film which I happened to watch yesterday in a theater. And Karthikeya 2, I knew very little about the film except the fact that, it was dealing with a subject on mythology. And mythology is one subject that I'm really curious about because there are zillions of stories, to be said and to be told. And the filmmakers just weren't able to tap into that market yet. But then thankfully things are changing, first with Kartikeya 2 and then with Brahmastra to follow. I think things are looking bright for the genre and my curiosity is peaking. Now one thing to be said, I haven't got a chance to watch Kartikeya 1 and still I went for Kartikeya 2 because it was a spiritual sequel. So just to keep in mind, there is no link between the first part and the second part except for the characters. It is a spiritual sequel, it is a story by itself. So, Karthikeya 2 basically is a story of a protagonist named Karthik whose fate leads to a secret ancient society which protects the tattvas of Sri Krishna, Lord Sri Krishna. And the story is just fascinating, and although it has a structure of, say, an Indiana Jones or Da Vinci Code, but the elements of mythology are really fascinating. The screenplay of 2.5 hours might seem long, but it really passes off like a breeze. It's like very well written. I feel those who know me, as a person, in terms of religion, I'm not a very religious person. But if you talk about culture to me, I think that is when you have my attention. If you talk religion, then you just have lost my attention at absolutely lost my attention. But then I feel that from culture and the elements of mythology, it led to something called a religion or a cult. And that is where my interest lies, and how did it start? What is the significance of everything? I think that is what my analytical brain really enjoys, to study on that. And I just felt that the film, combined elements of mythology with science so well, and the first half, the setup after a quick introduction of the characters, it is almost like a cat and mouse chase. There's an element of ambiguity to the drama, and when I say ambiguity, even the characters in the film are not sure of what they are after, but they do know that they need to reach somewhere, and one thing leads to another. That is the basic structure, and that ambiguity kept me curious as well. And it is, there is so much to learn and so much of knowledge to be enriched in this film. I just felt that the comic elements in the first half weren't really required. It didn't really sit right, although the writers did not go overboard with it, and credit to that the writers did not go overboard. But having said that, the second half, is goosebumps worthy. It gives you so much information about the parallel story, the elements of mythology that go on related to Lord Sri Krishna. And there's one scene featuring Anupam Kher which actually gives you goosebumps. and it is so well written, it is so well staged also, rather, so that it's just magnificent. And there's so much to learn, even as a person. There are some films that just come your way and you are absolutely privileged that you are a reviewer for that film, and this is one of them. I did not really have expectation from it, but then the fact that they did not even tie it to any religion and did not try to impose anything on the viewer was something that was really well received by me and pleasantly received by me. I thought it would be linked to some religion. It's not really linked to any religion, and that is something that I really enjoyed in the film. It was a pleasant surprise. And the screenplay, if you would want to dig deeper, there are so many elements to it, and it is told almost like a fable, almost like one thing leading to another, but there are elements of mythology in the screenplay, which is so well written. I really enjoyed the screenplay. Coming to the technical aspects, I think the dialogues are poignant and very powerful. I think they definitely create an impact. The music is good, the BGM is outstanding and almost hair raising, it actually gives you all those kind of goosebumps. Although I did feel it was loud in certain scenes, the editing could have been a little better. There are phases where if there isn't a link between one scene to another, then the simplest way out is used, like blanking out the screen, so you see a black screen basically. So somewhere the transitions could have been smoother, I felt, but that takes nothing away from the journey. The cinematography is outstanding, I feel, and so is the VFX. The VFX might seem simple to many of you, but then you have to keep in mind that this film was made on a budget of only 15 crore, and 15 crore is actually a shoestring budget for such a film. It's absolutely unheard of to pull off such a film on this scale for just 15 crores, and that itself is a big thing. And for that, the VFX needs to be applauded. Even the animation sequences, which showed the elements of mythology, including Lord Shri Krishna ji, I felt that again was, you would be reminded of the mid 2000s, the animation that would be there on TV that you would have seen. But that doesn't necessarily mean it is bad. It is still good. I think director Chandu, I think he's done a pretty good job. He had directed the first part also, which I will be visiting soon. But the way he is able to tie all these mythological events in a story, which essentially is a adventure drama, you can say it is an adventure drama, like Indiana Jones or the Da Vinci Code. So I felt the grip that he has on the narrative is pretty interesting, and you definitely get to learn a thing or two, and for that the direction deserves distinction marks. And coming to the performances, I think the performances are really good. Anupam Kher in a cameo is excellent. I think that scene is so powerful and so well enacted by him that it will give you goosebumps for sure. Harsha Chemudi, he does a good job as well. I think Anupama Parmeswaran has a good presence. She looks pretty, and she definitely does create an impact. And Nikhil Siddharth, I think, was excellent in the film. Yes, there are a few over the top sequences that are there featuring him, but still, if you brush them aside, I think he did a spectacular job. His screen presence was really good in the film. So, do I recommend Karthikeya too? I most definitely recommend that. I think it is a very enlightening and an enriching experience like none other. Uh, I would just put a word of caution to just brush certain flaws aside of the film, because the film is a winner in its subject itself, and you don't need to criticize it to a point where you don't go and watch the film. So I think the film is pretty good in itself. Yeah, the VFX maybe you can say, but again you have to keep in mind it is a 15 crore film, so it is a shoestring budget film, and that is something that is special about this film. If you would like to read my full review of Karthikeya 2, that is on my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S. the link of which is in the description box below. If you're liking this video, please smash that like button. It helps a small creator like me. It helps to generate that buzz, and it helps to spread the video to a wider audience. That's how the YouTube algorithm works. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts on the film. What did you think of the film? What are your experiences? Also, let me know if there are any other recommendations that you would like me to work on. I am going to be doing a recommendation tomorrow, and there's going to be another video on Friday, and you will see which one. Tomorrow I'm doing John Luther. I'll give that out. So I'll be covering John Luther tomorrow, and keep suggesting me lovely, lovely films, and please spread the love. And yeah, if you follow me, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Letterboxd. All the links are in the description box below. So that until next time, thank you so much.